Welcome, Otakus. It's I, Super Otaku Kami, coming to y'all on a Monday for the Friday blog. Believe I shot a video Thursday. I actually shot two on Thursday, but right after, as I was doing my edits and stuff for the second, which aren't a lot, but some stuff came out about like ISO 8 and everything, and it was the second part of my video I made on Thursday, I believe, was for ISO 8. It was about the breakdown on the current update. But so I was reading stuff. I really wasn't too sure about it, and so I kind of held off on that video. And then all of a sudden, I started reading about stuff that was coming out and everything. The blog came out, and I still wasn't 100% sure if my video was still relevant. So that's why I sent out the video from Thursday that was supposed to be part 2 of the video, of the first one that I made so late. Just an explanation, just in case if you watch that video, like, man, why'd you send this out so late? Outside of that, I'm also a little late on the blog, just due to kind of the weekend was a little rough, kind of. I feel that Marvel Strike Force, Scopely, Boundless, whatever you want to call them, they are definitely kind of still in a rough spot this year. I still feel they haven't gotten in a good groove with the community this year yet. I feel like they've done, I feel like Kessler or Kestrel and Silver Surfer, and I think Infinity Watch, jeez, I can't talk, are all good additions to the game, but I just feel like there's a lot of things that we as a community want some more attention to, just a lot of the bottlenecks haven't really been addressed, and I think I still feel like some characters just haven't been made available, farmable, fountainable, whatever you want to call it, and I just think they're really slow at fixing problems that I assume could be relatively easy. They probably take away from their future plans, but I kind of rather have stuff that we've been complaining about for a long time be addressed rather than just putting sprinkle on top of shit. Now, granted, I'm not saying the game is crap, but it is just that's what it kind of feels like sometimes. And don't get me wrong, Kestrel, Silver Surfer, Infinity Watch. Very excited about Kestrel and Silver Surfer, and I'm really excited for Infinity Watch. Not sure if I'm going to get Adam Warlock, but I do like those, but it just seems like they haven't really added any fun, something new, something to freshen up. I really do like in this update that they did, we can move up through Ultimate 7 with just 60%, because my alliance has not been full for with 24 people for months now, and it's been really hard for us to try to get that 100% and move through Ultimates raids, and now we have that chance, and I feel like we have a better way to compete. And yeah, so I don't know, it's just rough. I still enjoy the game. There's just just due to the fact that I like to grind, I like to level up characters in video games. That's something that really attracts me to this game, and there's still plenty of that for me to do. I wish there was a little bit more theory crafting. ISO 8 is cool, but I don't think it does the theory crafting that they think it does. But when you look at the Infinity Watch, I think they're getting a little bit more of that, because these characters are great, amazing as a full Infinity Watch, but they do hold a place throughout the game if they be solo or in pairs or in a trio. So I hope that trend goes forward, and I would just like to see more. And let's get into and I'm going on this side rant a bit because I am just gonna skip over like half of this because we've already gone over Phyla Vale, so I am just gonna skip straight to this. And I can't lie, I was a little confused by this because one was Vote for Loki and Campaign Mischief. So I thought they were just all one thing. And one of your first chances to recruit Phyla Vale will be on June 9th during her event campaign Vote for Loki. Join Phyla Vale and her team as they attempt to stop a dimension-hopping President Loki from taking over Strike and Nexus Earth. To join the mission, you'll need to assemble an elite team of characters with the limited time Quantum Guard trait. For the list of characters you can trait, filter your roster using Quantum Guard. Run in parallel with Vote for Loki will be the campaign Mischief event, which rewards you event campaign participation with a chance to acquire Loki's new President Loki costume. Spin Vote for Loki energy to earn points towards the daily campaign Mischief milestone, which rewards isolate resources, purple and orange mystic gear, catalyst parts, and yellow flash bits. Use your yellow flash bits to purchase the limited time President Loki costume. Grab this godly garb before July 1st, as unused yellow flash bits will be converted to costume credits at a conversion rate of 60%. Alright, I'm happy that they did this because I believe in the update release notes, how they put it, I thought this was like all one event. So this definitely helped me understand there was two events coming. I hope that helped other people that might have thought like I did. I'm happy that this Loki event will definitely give us some isolate resources, because with the Doom raids, if you're trying to get in them, or if you're in them and you had to you can't hit those same rewards you were getting due to the ISO 8, not having 4 and 5 characters. Hopefully this will help. I'm hoping to see more ISO 8 economy changes, because I am not totally against the changes to Doom Raid, especially in the position that myself and our alliance is in, and I'm pretty sure other alliances kind of can appreciate that the higher alliances just can't blow through the Doom Raid. Kind of slows them down a bit, gives us some time to catch up. So I'm a little thankful for it, just because I'm not at the top. Now, if I was in Doom Raid and we were doing 70, 80, 90%, and all of a sudden we're only getting like 40%, 50%, I would be upset. I can definitely understand their frustration. So yeah, there's that. And then T1 ISO 8 updates. To help prepare your roster for the exciting introduction of T2 ISO 8 Blue, we've got several upcoming opportunities to earn tons of T1 ISO Green. Don't miss these chances to go green in the coming weeks. Campaign Mischief, what we just talked about. And then, as mentioned, the Campaign Mischief event, I wasn't going to read it, but I started scanning. I will read it. Mischief event will reward isolate resources, including T1 Ion Orb Fragments, Basic and Premium T1 ISO 8 Orb Fragments, and T1 ISO 8 Crystals. Players who collect all of their free energy and refill their energy 4 times a day will be able to earn 60 controller ISO 8 crystals for each attribute, as well as other milestone rewards. And it's cool. Kicking off June 25th local time. Log in every day for 7 days to earn T1 Ion Orb Fragments, Basic T1 ISO Orb Fragments, Premium T1 ISO Orb Fragments. Players who log in all 7 days will earn 40 Basic T1 Orbs, 10 Premium T1 ISO 8 Orbs, and 10 T1 Ion Orbs. I mean, that's kind of cool. And then extra T1 ISO 8 orbs. Going live with the next version 5.5 release in about 6 weeks will be the addition of basic T1 ISO 8 orb fragments to the ISO 8 campaign nodes. Okay. Uh, the team will continue to look at additional ways to make T1 ISO 8 resources more available in the future. Personally, I don't think that's enough, especially if you want to make your roster well-rounded. There is, like, what, 160, 170, 180? There's a lot of characters in this game. Um, and War, you need eight you need 8 teams. That's 40. And then you want a minimum of 8 offensive teams. That is another 40. That's half your roster. And everybody would like to have solid, depending on where you're at in the game, you would like to have a solid, well-rounded roster. And just having, like, characters, say, 20 characters for Doomraid, and then maybe characters you need for the Dark Dimension, which usually rounds out to about 15, 20 characters. And usually those characters you're bringing Doomraid are characters you're going to want in Dark Dimension, you're going to want for Doomraid. So it's just like I feel like they're giving us what we need for those top 40 characters. But people that have favorite characters that aren't top 40, or they really like a team and they really want to have them. I don't know. It's just like, you give us all this, but you're only giving us enough for like a small portion of the roster. You can't really spread it. So I just think they really need to address their resources. I know they want us to spend money, but when you bottleneck everything so much, it's more discouraging than to spend money than encouraging to spend money. So I think they really need to work on that. And then the Origin challenges. Earn more gear for each of the Origin traits with upcoming Origin gear challenges. Using characters equipped with ISO 8, assemble teams for each of the 5 Origin traits and send them into battle to earn tons of purple and orange Origin gear. Here are the new challenges and the requirements. Original biofuel requires 5 bio characters. Original mutagens requires 5 mutant characters. Original alchemy requires 5 mystic characters. Original expertise requires 5 skill characters. And original industry requires 5 tech characters. Each challenge appears twice a week. Once per weekday with all activities on Saturdays, and requires the following ISO 8 on characters. Difficulty 1, level 3, difficulty 2, level 4, and difficulty 5, level 5 plus. And then once again, they want us to have 4 and 5 for these events, for these raids, but they're not boosting the economy fast enough. And I kind of get it. They don't want to come out with this stuff and boom, or automatically boost the economy, because they want that first wave of people to really push for it and spend money. But like I said, once again, you don't hold back on something just because that's like you're forcing us to try to spend. Rather, it's just not encouraging. It's I don't know. I just think it's a bad play, and I wish they would do things better than that. And then Return Legendary Event, Jubilee is coming. And then following her would be hopefully Adam Warlock. And hopefully Jubilee today is the 7th, I believe. I don't even know what day it is. 7th. And I am hoping that Jubilee comes out 2 weeks from today. And then Adam Warlock will come out 2 weeks later, so that'll be early July. I'm very hopeful for that time schedule because I need more time to get ready for Adam Warlock. And Multiple Man, Shatterstar and Polaris are not farmable. So the only person right now that's farmable is Longshot, and I've literally gotten 15 shards for Longshot between 2 accounts, y'all. 2 accounts. I got 5 on one account, and this is what, since Wednesday, 5 on one account and 10 on the other. So it is so annoying to put out a character like that, and I'm seeing Nobu and what is it, Mercenary Sniper. Come on, man! I need my long shot. And so hopefully I can get long shot up ready. Personally, I'm starting to scale back. I was really ready to whale out for Adam Warlock, but I think I'm just gonna wait because I don't know. I just feel like they're really trying to force our hand. They're not trying to help us, and I can't open my wallet for that. I just can't. So, yeah. And then upcoming blitzes. Today, we got Anti Venom coming out today. So if you need help getting into Anti Venom, this is a shot. I know that's going to be very helpful for me. And then the second Bionic Blitz. So you get that Misty Knight. Hopefully a lot of you are getting Colleen Wing and Misty Knight. That War Defense seems like it's pretty good to have. And I hope everybody gets it. And yeah, good blitzing. And then bonus and flash events. Magneto is coming around again. So if you need Magneto, get your stuff up. And then payday is this Friday. So we definitely got a nice little bold increase coming this week, which is great. And then they changed the health steal mechanic. Alright, and I'm going to go over this. The health steal mechanic for existing characters has always ignored death proof on enemy characters and caused them to ignore triggered abilities when dropping below a certain health threshold. This will continue to be true for the current characters with health steal. However, considering how powerful health steal is, future characters with the mechanic will not have the ability to ignore death proof or triggered health threshold abilities. Here are the details. Future characters. Changing the health steal mechanic for future characters so it doesn't ignore death proof on enemy characters and will trigger health threshold passive abilities. Current characters updated the health steal ability text for current characters for the following new text. This attack ignores death proof and passives that trigger when a character drops below a certain health. I wish that line has been around for a long time, because that would have been nice to not just play and be like, hey, why doesn't it work? Okay, I figure it just doesn't work that way. Would have been nice to tell us that straight up. The characters that have received the updated ability text include Minerva, Dark Phoenix, Ebony Maw, Yellow Jacket, and Ghost. There are 2 main reasons for these actions. The way that Health Steal currently works doesn't fit with where the team wants to utilize the mechanic in the future, or how we want it to interact with other future characters that grant death proof or have triggered health threshold abilities. The team looks to reduce the effectiveness of older characters only if the most critical situations, and believes that leaving the functionality of health steal is fine for them. Alright, and yeah, so that's it. It was a decent blog. I think I wish they were doing the ISO 8 economy changes along with the rollout of the new requirements for Doom Raid, because I think that would have just helped people a little bit more that are already in Doom Raid. I don't understand why they won't put ISO 8 or even Legacy Orbs on raids. Especially I think Legacy Orb 1 should be 5-1 of raids, so that early players have a better chance of getting some of those older characters. And then 6 and 7 should have Legacy 2 orbs that you could get. I mean, it could be something as simple as enough for if you're go up to 5, you'll get 1 Legacy orb per per raid run, and 6 and 7 will like grant you like 1 or 2 per run. I just think that is like good. Is a good incentive. It would help people probably recruit better. It would just help a lot of people in general. Um, and I don't know. I just think they don't come up with ways. Once again, it's one of those things where they try to force your hand rather than get you pumped up, and then you just want to spin. They're always trying to force you to spin. So I don't know, but I don't understand why like 7 1 to 5 doesn't. If you're doing like 100% on U 7.5, you get one like enough for an ISO 8 orb, and then if you're doing 60, you get like 60% for one. I don't know, but just something to help us out. And it's just creative little things like that can make a big difference and keep the community happy that they just always seem to overlook. And but the game's still fun. If you love Marvel, like I do, I could definitely understand why you keep playing the game. And I hope everybody keeps playing, and I hope the game does get better, and I hope the community can, be less salty because they're doing more good things rather than always seeming to just like trying to screw us over. So with that being said, if you like this video, hit that submit button, hit that like button, and then follow me on Twitter. I'm on there. And have a great Monday, and peace out.